Hello again, and welcome back to the Channeled Wisdom Circles. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Venus Day. And interestingly enough, the talk of today is going to be a little bit aligned with Venus and the things that it rules. So, I am Goddess Iman, like Guardian Goddess Iman, and today we are talking about interconnected joy. This message coming through today is a message to all of us to allow more joy, to nurture your joy, let it be unleashed, let it overflow, and fully be in the moments when you are sharing joy and sharing that presence, that light with another being, with another person here. This message is for balance, to make sure that you're balancing out the focus on the healing aspect, on whatever shadows you're working through, all of those things, balancing that out with joy, with the light and the love. All of these things are needed. And with interconnected joy that we're talking about today, is how it exists within you and your own individual experience, how it exists in community with others, and how everything being frequency, the more we can engage with the joy, turn up the joy, and return to it along the journey, the more we raise the vibration here. Yes, doing the work, healing the wounds, getting out of those different feedback loops of negativity is helpful, is useful, is needed. All of that. Yes, and make sure that you're also allowing space for joy, allowing space for that lightness, for that happiness, to enjoy your human experience. Yes, we're here to grow, but even in that, there's so much here to appreciate, to look at with a sense of awe and wonder, and really see all of the love that is around you. Not get caught up in the the woes of the world, not get caught up in those rabbit holes, but really seeing everything that's around you, seeing the love that's around you, seeing the abundance that's around you, and that joy, that love, that community aspect is a part of that. So making sure that you're not overlooking it, you're not downplaying that, like really appreciating and allowing yourself to feel that frequency, feel that presence, and embody it as well. We've all been places where you see someone come in and they just light up a room, just in how they exist, in their being. Their presence brings you joy. The way that they carry themselves inspires you, all these different things. Using that in your own life, in your own day to day, to balance the shadows with that light, with that levity, with that brightness. And also, when you are in energy of spiritual warriorship, after that, this is coming through strong right now, so somebody needs to hear it. After that, making sure that you are cleansing yourself and you're returning to that levity, that lightness. You're not allowing things to weigh down your heart. Yes, sometimes you have to handle things within the physical. Sometimes that fierceness is required, but also returning to that peace, joy, prosperity, abundance, seeing it around you and nurturing it. So this in particular is also about showing up to your life and showing up to those moments as well, not carrying the darkness into the moments that are meant to radiate light, releasing that, not purging those attachments to the negativity, to having that hyper focus on what's wrong. Start looking at what's right, what's going great in your life right now. What is giving you the opportunities to smile, to reflect, to feel full in that presence, in those positive energies. And we know everything is just different shades of light, right? Positive and negative doesn't necessarily exist in that context, but for our human minds, it makes sense. The things that are desirable to you, that feels good, and accepting those moments for what they are, accepting that those moments are necessary and you need them, and not feeling bad about the fact that you want to feel joyful because you deserve to. The question is, what walls are caging you? What are you allowing to create blockages between your connection to that joy, that love, those frequencies? Is it your mindset that you're not deserving of it, or that it has to come to your life in a certain way? There are many different things that can inspire that within you. And it can be something small. It may be something that completely surprises you, but allow that to flow. There's an intelligence within joy. There's a wisdom there, and that can only be experienced. It's not something that you can intellectualize. You have to feel it. You have to be in it and feel that fully. So right now, it's coming through to tell everyone to just take this moment and smile, the biggest smile you could possibly smile. Okay? Shapeshift your energy into a smile. Just feel what happens in your energy system when you smile. Not only does it increase dopamine and serotonin, increasing your happiness and lowering your stress, but that helps to return to self, is what's coming through. Helps you to return to self. And the question, what walls are caging you? Often there is a fear of vulnerability, a fear of openness, and that is for many reasons in this reality. But that vulnerability, often there's a fear because of past hurts, past pains, past traumas. But that openness is also required to enjoy life. We're here to learn and grow, yes, and we're also here for fulfillment, life fulfillment. So that fear of vulnerability is something to be released, to step through, to walk through that fire so you can be open to joy, so you can have those moments of connection that are overflowing with that, that are filled with that, to be able to fulfill those soul contracts that are rooted in joy, that are rooted in bringing light to your darkest days. Whether you are being the light for someone else or someone else is being the light for you, that openness is needed to receive it. If you are closed off, allowing walls and cages to not only keep things out, but also keep you locked in, those experiences are missed. Those moments are missed. And as I said before, there is an intelligence in joy. And many messages are waiting for you in those joyous experiences, in those moments that you're currently holding yourself back from. For whatever specific reason, you're holding yourself back from it. So open your heart to experience life, to align with the fulfillment that's here for you. There's always a lot going on in the world. Now, in this information age, it's easier to see everything that's happening. It's at your fingertips. But there's always something happening out there. So I'm going to share a dream that I had with y'all that's coming through to me right now, which is interesting and beautiful. So I had a dream previously. This is maybe a year ago, and it was on an island, and there was a storm that was coming to this island. It was like inevitable that this storm would hit this island. And of course, there are people of different financial levels or whatever. Some people are able to leave the island when the storm comes. Some people can't, right? They don't have the means for that. So in this dream, there was a moment where I watched and I just saw a bunch of water crashing up against the side of the island, like a cliff, like rocky area. And then I heard singing. And it was a family of people that were just singing and being in joy and enjoying this time together and being present in that connection, despite what was coming, despite what was going on out there. They made the active decision to choose joy in that moment. And whether you are consciously aware that a quote unquote storm is coming or not, why not choose joy in the present? Why not? It's there for you. And this particular dream coming through was a realization of that. That even if there's something that you feel may devastate your way of life or being, however that presents, that you get to choose and decide how you move through it. You get to choose and decide what energies you're going to engage with, right? They could have chosen to go with the people that wanted to cower in fear and be afraid and anxious. And there's nothing wrong with that expression, right? Yesterday, we talked about the human experience and the multi-dimensionality of it, how it is multifaceted, and we still feel those human feelings when things happen, and that's okay. This is not a judgment of one or the other. It's merely saying you have the choice to engage with, feel, express joy at any time, and that choice is your sovereignty, is your divinity, is your power. coming back to the question, what walls are caging you? Is it that mindset that you have to respond a certain way to your life experiences? Because it could be that, oh, I feel like I should be feeling anxiety and panicking right now, so I guess that's what I'm going to do. No, you have the choice. And again, with the interconnected joy, it's allowing multiply and compound through your connections, through your interactions, but not being dependent on other people for it. Everything starts with you. When you see that person that comes into the room and lights it up and brings you joy and all those things, it's simply igniting that remembrance in you that you have it. And when I speak about the different connections, that can even be with small, seemingly insignificant moments, with strangers, with a person in passing. Again, those opportunities are there for you. But that openness is needed, that vulnerability and that self trust to be open in those moments, to let your light shine in those moments, right? Somebody may be having a hard time and everyone around them is so serious, but you feel the impulse to crack a joke about it. Crack that joke. That may be what the person needs to laugh in that moment, to remember that joy in that moment, to have that moment of connection, that moment of light that shows them whatever darkness or shadow that they're currently focused on is not the only thing, but there is still the light, different shades. So, this message today is the call to do something that brings you joy. Bring joy to a connection within your community. And seeing the importance of community in a world that is crafted for individualism. Yes, independence is wonderful. You want to be independent, you want to be able to take care of yourself. That's great. But we also have to honor the interdependence of life that exists here. We didn't come to this planet alone. If that was the purpose, you would just be somewhere off in some different place, space, and realm by yourself. But here, with all the other beings of light that have chosen to express through this human experience, we are here to learn from each other, to make connections with each other, and to grow individually and collectively. But you have to show up to that. You have to be open to that. And for some people, you're still finding your community, whether that is virtually or in person. You're still cultivating that. You're still discovering that as you continue to discover this version of you and the version that you're becoming. But it's out there. You're not alone in your expression. You're not alone in your feelings. You're not alone in any of this. But if you are shutting yourself out from the world, shutting the world out, shutting yourself in, and shrinking away from life, you won't see it. You won't see the beauty that exists here. If you're constantly focusing on the mud, you may miss the flowers that's been growing all around you. For your own personal experience, allow that joy to move through you. If something happens and you want to laugh, allow yourself to laugh. Allow yourself that moment of joy. Radiate that, be that in that moment. Radiate your joy, radiate your light, shine, allow yourself to shine and share that. Interconnected joy today is a moment to I just heard step out of spiritual solitude, to step out of spiritual solitude and connect. So with that, make sure that you're tapped in with the Telegram, our digital sanctuary, where we have daily wisdom and are continuing to grow and expand this community, right? If you want to come in there and, crack a nice joke, hey, do your thing. That may be bringing someone else joy that they need in that day, right? But allow yourself to connect and enjoy your joy. Don't try to rush out of that moment. Be there, embody that, embrace it. So I'm going to challenge y'all today. It's Friday, okay? Or whatever day you're catching this on the replay. Connect to somebody, bring some joy, be the joy, embrace the joy, whatever that means to you. But nurture that interconnected joy. Add to the tapestry of this reality with joy, with love, with light, okay? That is the message of the day, y'all. Be in joy. Enjoy. Okay, so with that, we're going to close out with Zorokunti, which essentially means peace be unto you. Have a absolutely wonderful, magnificent day. Okay, feel the joy, nurture the joy, embrace it, cook it up, let it marinate, all of those things. And until next time, be well and thrive, y'all. Perpetually.